The Fee-Fi-Fo study, which stands for Fermented Fiber-Rich Food, was published in the journal Cell in 2021. This was a 10-week study with two distinct arms, a fiber group and a fermented group. So diving back a few slides, fiber, we recall, feeds the gut bugs. Fermented foods, which we haven't talked about, these are foods that contain probiotics or living bacteria. The fiber group started with 20 grams of fiber per day at baseline and ramped up to 40 grams for the duration of the study, while the fermented group started with 0 servings of fermented foods per day and ramped up to 5 to 6 servings per day. And so just of note, a serving of fermented food is considered a half a cup of kimchi or sauerkraut. If you get a bottle of kombucha from the store, that's considered about 2 servings. The results revealed a significant increase in microbiota diversity in the fermented arm. And of particular fascination, not just to me, but perhaps the scientists studying this, were that the microbes that were coming from the fermented foods were found in the gut among others that didn't come from the fermented foods, meaning things that people were consuming, the bugs that people were consuming in these fermented foods, they had new bugs showing up, things that they hadn't seen before. Researchers also looked at over 90 different inflammatory markers in the blood, of which they saw a decrease in 20 inflammatory markers and a no increase in the others. In contrast, there were no changes to the fiber group. While on the surface, this may suggest that fiber doesn't play an important role, that's not necessarily the best takeaway here. The real meat of the study revealed that fiber's influence on the gut microbiome is individual. And this makes sense when you think about it. If all of a sudden we double our fiber intake, what can happen? It can be uncomfortable, constipation, diarrhea, bloating. So these things, these experiences or symptoms, they don't speak well of a high-functioning microbial ecosystem. Rather, an ecosystem that perhaps doesn't have enough space, that's been ambushed. So what we need to do is we need to slowly increase the fiber, and we need to stay consistent over time.